from Arrowhead Stay Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Air Tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Hits his target to top.
Number 53,
at the 29-yard line.
And let's get this.
From the shot.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a...
Oh, his first carry, he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
You, boy, that's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for KC. 54 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the ground, Geis, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Bronco 80. Crunch time, defense. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got it. Line up.
1st down, here's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to go down again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. When you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the 46-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14, Bengals 3.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check.
On second down, Burrow. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the Chiefs 37.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Exit, exit.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second, have scored every time, and they've got the...
They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 60 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I got you, punk. 53 is the mic.
Here's Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to race.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
5 yards to go.
We all go.
To the air again, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1 play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
57's the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Chiefs 28,
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways down.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Burrow looking to pass. Voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, you said it after the 4th down stop. That's almost guaranteed points the other way, and that comes to fruition with a touchdown.
Well, the unnecessary risk did come back to haunt them, didn't it? End up getting those points that I predicted that they were going to give up because it's guaranteed points if you don't make that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
You're trash. You're trash. 53's the mic. 53.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
53's mic. Come on. You better bring it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you can get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Taking a deep shot here for Hunt, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
43, 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, here we go.
Guys, they'll try to run it. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here. Goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 15. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Yellow. 57's Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from the 1.
Come on, let's go.
Again, Geis. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And out now, here come the Bengals. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, 5. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Mike 53. Watch the screen.
A final shot now for Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Hey, pick your game up. 57's the mic.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.